The top two contenders to be Kenya's next president held their final rallies on Saturday as months of frenetic campaigning came to an end. Deputy President William Ruto and veteran opposition leader Raila Odinga will go head-to-head in Tuesday's election in what is set to be a tight vote. Kenya's next leader will have to face ballooning debt and a cost of living crisis. Ruto has pledged to reduce borrowing and stimulate small enterprises to help drive growth and generate revenue.
On Tuesday, the people of Kenya will prevail over the deep state. The people of Kenya will prevail over the system, and we are going to have a nation that leaves no Kenyan behind.
A message that resonates with his supporters.
You know, life has become very hard for us. At the moment, as you can see, there's no flood, there's no everything in the country. But for me, I was hoping if Ruto is going to be the 50th president of this country, everything is going to change.
Odinga, who is incumbent president Uhuru Kenyatta and his Kenya Kwanza party's preferred successor, has pledged to renegotiate terms for the debt. He says this will free up cash to fund social interventions and development.
Let my people go. Today I repeat the same declaration. Let my people go. Free them from bondage of thieves. Free them from the bondage of liars. And free them from the chain links of corruption.
Kenya's economic output has more than doubled during Kenyatta's 10 years in office. But a debt binge that fueled growth and investment could cramp his successor's ability to tackle growing hunger and soaring prices.
Again, the time is now to move forward with a big, bold package for the American people. And again, this historic bill will reduce inflation, lower costs, fight climate change. It's time to move this nation forward. Senate Democrats began this majority by promising to tackle the biggest challenges facing our country. The Inflation Reduction Act will make good on that promise and serve as the capstone to one of the most productive stretches the Senate has seen in a very long time. And so, Madam President, I move to proceed to calendar number 464, H.R. 5376.
Mr. Blumenthal, Mr. Blunt, Mr. Booker.
Senate being equally divided, the Vice President votes in the affirmative, and the bill, as amended, is passed.
After a marathon overnight session, the U.S. Senate passed a sweeping $430 billion bill intended to fight climate change, lower drug prices, and raise some corporate taxes. Sunday's passage of the Inflation Reduction Act is a major victory for President Joe Biden.
Got to compose myself a little here.
And Democrats, who hope it will help their chances of keeping control of Congress in this year's elections. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer spoke to reporters after the vote.
And we did it without a single vote to spare. Our bill reduces inflation, lowers costs, creates millions of manufacturing jobs, enhances our energy security, and is the boldest climate package in U.S. history.
A portion of the bill would reduce U.S. carbon emissions by 40% in 2030 through federal incentives and lower energy prices overall at a time of high inflation.
Throwing money at everything.
But Democrats have drawn harsh attacks from Republicans over the legislation's price tag. Minority Leader Mitch McConnell.
Democrats have already robbed American families once through inflation, and now their solution is to rob American families yet a second time. Democrats want to ram through hundreds of billions of dollars in tax hikes and hundreds of billions of dollars in reckless spending. And for what?
Republicans on Sunday forced votes on immigration amendments, including one to prompt hiring of more Border Patrol agents while cutting other expenditures.
The cost of insulin has tripled.
Democrats were unable to muster the votes necessary to retain a provision to cap soaring insulin costs at $35 a month on the private health insurance market, which fell outside the reconciliation rules.
The amendment is not agreed to.
But despite Republican efforts to derail the package, it will be sent to the Democrat-controlled House for an expected Friday vote.
A game of cat and mouse on the high seas. Chinese and Taiwanese warships sailed at close quarters in the Taiwanese Strait on Sunday as unprecedented Chinese military exercises launched in reaction to a visit to Taiwan by U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi were due to end. Pelosi's visit last week infuriated China, which regards the self-ruled island as its territory. China responded by test-launching ballistic missiles over Taiwan's capital and cutting off some areas of dialogue with Washington. Many Taiwan residents appeared indifferent to the unfolding drama, with one man telling Reuters, "We are all just putting on a show."
Taiwanese people are not worried. I can't say that they are being dismissive, but there is no serious attitude towards the matter.
Taiwan's defense ministry on Sunday said it had detected 14 Chinese warships, 66 Chinese aircraft and drones in and around the Taiwan Strait. It said the vehicles were simulating attacks on the island and its navy, adding that the defense ministry had sent aircraft and ships to react appropriately. It was not immediately clear if China had ended the drills midday on Sunday as previously announced. Chinese state television footage showed the military dispatching various types of multi-type fighter jets over the water. And CCTV reported that the military will from now on conduct regular drills on the eastern side of the median line of the Taiwan Strait.